Here are the answers for day 2, problem 1. Simplify every one of these powers of I. Starting with I to the 0. Any number except 0 raised to the 0 power is 1. Next one, I to the first power means you have only one I, so the simplest way to write that is I. Next, I squared. That's -1. Here's the reason why. Remember that I represents the square root of -1. So if you square that, which undoes the square root, you'll get the radicand, -1. Okay, now I to the third power, that makes -I. And here's the reason why. Because what I to the third power is I times I squared. And what's I squared again? That's -1. And I times -1 is -I. Now the pattern's going to start to repeat. So this one will be 1, then I, then -1, then -I, and then 1, and so on. Day 2, problem 2. Simplify. This is the distributive property form. -2i times 6 is -12i, and -2i times 8i is -16i squared. But we're not done whenever we have a power of I. The I squared, remember, is -1. So this can be rewritten as -12i plus 16. Because -16 times -1 is a positive 16. Now you can leave the answer like this, but for complex numbers, the correct format is the real number first, then the I term. So here is the simplified answer. Question B. This is the special case of FOIL, where everything matches, but this is positive, this is negative. So you really only need to go first and last. You don't need to do outer and inner. 3 times 3 makes 9, and positive I times -I is -I squared. You're not done when you're working with I and you have a power of I. You can always simplify a power of I. That's what this previous question was all about over here. So this is 9 minus -1, and that is equal to 10.